Hi guys, Identity here from freewhisker.com with a review of Band of Brothers 3 for Android and iOS devices. And before I tell you that it's a good game, and I suppose it's a secret if it's actually a Nerdboner and Nerdgasm kind of game, I have to rant about the fact that there is no implied feature for gamepads. And if you create a freaking ego shooter, yeah, you need to implement a gamepad like this feature, please. Why not? It's giving so much more pleasure to play it. However, it's still a good game. So we know already it's an ego shooter kind of a game. It is a free-to-play game, so you can download it completely for free. You don't need to have to pay any dime for it. Yeah, it's all just bandwidth. That's a good thing. Of course, there are microtransactions. So far, I think quite fair. Everything which you can actually buy, you can purchase by, actually what you can purchase as a microtransaction, you can actually find in the game itself as well, so this is not a problem at all. The game has quite a nice atmosphere and is a lot of fun to play. It is a very good game. Check out this first mission so you know what I'm talking about. Here is the gameplay.
Ready, kid? Sure am, Sarge. Stay tight. Let's do this. Ich hab Rotwein aus dem Offizierscasino geklaut. Den hauen wir.
Das Warten ist schlimmer als... Sie dürfen nicht entkommen!
So as you can see, basically the gameplay stays the same. You're running from cover to cover, shooting evil Nazis from the World 2 War. War 2, thank you. And you're gonna win against them all. It's terrific. So these are the standard missions which you're unlocking while playing. You get into more difficult missions by just finishing the mission before that, upgrading your weapons, and if your weapon has a certain power level, you're allowed to go into the next mission, which is sometimes a bit annoying because of course you need to farm your in-game currency for it in order to upgrade those weapons. Of course it takes some time to upgrade those weapons, which you of course can make faster if you buy credits in-game, credits for real money, otherwise you have to wait a little bit. However, you don't have only your campaign missions, which are actually quite nice and give you a lot of diversity. Sometimes you need to shoot as a sniper and go through the missions. Sometimes you have to pick up heavy miniguns and rain havoc on your Nazi enemies. So that's kind of a lot of fun. Or of course you can follow one of the special missions, which are like top secret missions, which is yeah. Let's just enjoy some gameplay here. Or you join one of the raid missions, which there are quite a lot, and you can unlock more and more the further you go. Troopers!
Everywhere!
Or you have the special missions which are called Commando. Band of Brothers, of course, you could see it already in the missions, has its name because you can actually take brothers brothers into the missions, and which can help you with the special abilities. Like for example, you can select Mr. James Gunn and take him with you, and he's a badass sniper. So while having him as a companion in the mission, you can use his sniper ability, which you can of course upgrade, and it has a special feature and stuff, but well, basically he helps you in the missions. He is shooting as well, he's running with you, he's shooting with his normal gun, so missions are getting a little bit easier. While you're running from cover to cover, he's like pew, pew, shooting from behind, and then you can activate his ultimate or his special ability to assassinate the enemy Nazis. Of course, there's not only one James Gunn, a companion, but you have a whole list of different brothers which you can take into the battle. Here is a short slide zoom, and every one of these brothers, every one of these brothers has special abilities, is a specific character, and does stuff for you, which of course you can upgrade for in-game currency. Again, it will take some time. Again, you can make it faster by clicking the beautiful button and spending some stars, which you can only buy for real money, which you can't collect throughout the game. Of course, you not only can collect brothers and make them stronger, and weapons and upgrade weapons, you can of course purchase, wait, give me a second here, so-called consumables, stuff you can use per mission. And those things can be either only found in the game, so you need to have a lucky drop and you need to of course farm them, or you can just buy them. So, and those are making your life extremely more easy in those missions. Grenade, for example, basically kill every enemy on the map and or in the level which are currently seen. So yeah, going forward with this and finishing those missions makes it easier. So far I didn't run into any trouble to finish those missions, however, as a free user without investing any money, so it seems to be quite fair. The game itself is kind of like, I mentioned this before, the atmosphere is really good in those games. It is fun to play. I got hooked into the game quite fast. I'm still annoyed by the pesky controls, because it's sometimes really annoying to use it. Touch screen, of course, is never as good as a gamepad controller in your hand to aim and shoot for enemies, especially if you have to serve headshots left and right. But it's still working quite nice, and you have this little helper that if you're near an enemy, it jumps to it, so it pushes you into the right direction. So yeah, it's working, even though it's not perfect. The game definitely deserves a Nerdboner achievement from my side. Not a Nerdgasm, because hey, there is some stuff, the little glitches and little things which I find annoying, like for example German soldiers. And as a German native, I do understand what they are saying. Sometimes they're completely out of line and asking for artillery strike when you're fighting close combat in a little, I don't know, house or whatever, in a little room. So basically, guys, really, artillery? You're sacrificing yourself for the greater good? Okay. Then certain missions are a little bit repetitive, and by repetitive I mean that the design is, well, missions look exactly the same. Have just another storyline behind it, which is actually quite good put into scene, the storyline, and you're kind of interested in what's going on with the characters and how they develop. And of course the missing of a freaking gamepad feature, which I think is a sacrilege in an ego shooter nowadays, especially from a company which is big enough to support such feature, makes some minus points for it. And it has even a stupid gamepad icon introductions really. So yeah, this game is definitely worth downloading and trying out. If you're into ego shooters and you need one on your Android device, I totally recommend Band of Brothers. It's quite good and fun to play. So yeah, no downtime in downloading and trying it out. This is Identity from philwithskill.com. I hope you enjoyed my review from Band of Brothers. There will be a follow-up with tips and tricks about Band of Brothers, so you guys have it easier and push those Nazis out. Kill them.